Hey guys, it's Matt here from FamilyManTrading.com. I'm coming to you with another video about the strategy script that we're following up with. Some of you have purchased that from me, and I hope it's working out well for you. I've had a lot of questions as far as what the numbers are on the screen are and what you can do to actually start placing trades with this, so I'm just going to walk you through how I do it, and I recommend you find a system that works for you and just kind of your process. Disclaimer up front is I'm not an investment advisor. I don't give any advice. I don't tell you how to trade or when to trade. I just do some coding and hopefully give you some information on how to make your trading a little bit better, but how you do it is entirely up to you, so don't listen to me. Go get your own professional advice. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and just show you how I make a trade. You're going to see here that we're looking at the pound Aussie. This is the 12-hour chart. I've applied the strategy script. It's nothing outstanding. You're going to see that we had a pretty big drawdown and we had a decent chunk of profit, but the trade count is good. The percent win is really good. I typically like anything above 55% for my style of trading, so we've got a pretty decent curve here. On the screen, I like the way that the buy set up in this particular setup, because we take a buy, and I believe, I'll show you the notes here, we're using all the dots as long as it's following trend. And if you're not familiar with the stuff that we're looking at right here, go back through my videos and find the one that's the breakdown. It's about 38 minutes and it shows you how to manipulate these. But we're doing all QMP dots, letting our money compound, and it must follow trend. So every green line down here is going to be a buy. If it's a red line moving down, we're going to only take sells. On the pound Aussie 12-hour for this chart, it's particular, we're doing a 6 candle look back period for our lows to set our stop loss, which is our red crosses, and we're taking a ratio of 1-to-1 on the profit. Pretty simple. So that's what it looks like. It's been pretty successful, so we have buys coming up on the greens, and we're taking profit as that price reaches that green cross. And you'll notice when there's less price movement, the distance is smaller. When there's more price movement, you've got a bigger distance. We just took a dot here on the previous candle close, so obviously this is just for example's sake. I'm not going to actually place this. I'm going to use a demo account just to show you the process. I would have liked to get in right at the open of this candle because we had a valid signal here. Again, just for example's sake. But what you're looking at is the QMP filter dot showing a buy. The green cross is our take profit price, and the red cross is our stop loss price. The numbers that I'm getting questions on, what it looks like on your chart, is all of these flashing across the screen, across the top here. So I just sort of threw on some drawings to show you what it looks like. And as you move your cross here, you'll notice that everything moves. Well, I labeled them pretty easily for you. This big chunk here, these three that match the color of the screen here, are your moving averages. So at any particular moment, right here, let's say on this candle, the 1.94293 is your 50 moving average, the 1.92704 is the 100, and the 1.91180 is your 240. So it's just showing you data, whatever the moving average price is as it moves along. The other thing that comes up is if we move our cursor over a candle that has a dot on it like this one, you'll notice that the QMP filter dots over here change. Basically 0 is for false and 1 is for true. So if there is a dot, that would be 1 for true. So the red turns 1, meaning it's true that there's a dot there. And then it goes away as you move the cursor on and off. Comes on and goes away. It's same for the green dots. True if there's a buy signal, false if not. That's the only thing those two numbers are going to do, is 1 and 0. Alright. The rest of these four, it's programmed so that there's a take profit and a stop loss for both a buy and a sell position. So as we hover over, if we're not taking a buy according to the strategy or not taking a sell according to the strategy, it won't show up. So for example, we just talked about we're in trend here, we're only taking buys. Because we're in an upward trend and only taking buys, this is not going to activate in our strategy. We're not going to take this sell trade. Therefore, when I move my crosshair over the dot, although it shows me a QMP filter dot showed up, it's not showing me a take profit and a stop loss turning red or green because we're not taking the trade. When we move over the buy, because it does match our criteria, you're going to see that the stop loss in the red circle up there turns to the stop loss price, 1.91646, which if we move our crosshair, you can visually see right in there somewhere, and the take profit, 1.94496, and we're right in there somewhere. So just visually, there's two ways to see it. You can either look right here and put your crosshair there, or you can actually look up and see what the true value is down to the decimal point by hovering over the candle. and you're going to get those values every time you hover over an actual signal where there's data to be displayed. So how do we use that? TradingView doesn't place any live trades for you unless you're connected to a broker, which you can do. You just go into your trading panel here and you just connect and you log in, and it's a third-party login to whatever broker they're connected through. Sometimes I do that with TradingView and sometimes not. When I do trade it live, I will go through Awanda, which is my broker, and it works out pretty well. But for this demonstration, I'm just going to show you if you used Awanda but you were not connected to TradingView, because not everybody uses TradingView, and I completely understand that. So let's say that we are at the open price here and we just got a buy signal. So we want our cursor to be here so we can see all the data. I'm going to get rid of these boxes because you don't need to look at any of these. All you need to look at, once you're familiar with it, is the blue colors changing to the red and green, and you'll see how as those change when you highlight. Now you know that you have a stop loss figure and a take profit figure. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open. Again, we're on the pound Aussie 12 hour. We're going to take this buy. So I do a little keystroke. It's just Alt Tab. You hold down the Alt key and you hit the Tab key, and it switches your screens. You can go back and forth by doing that. So I've jumped over to Awanda where I'm logged into my demo account. Make sure that we're going through our proper watch list here and selecting the right currency. So I've selected the pound Aussie. Make sure we're on the right chart here. I don't use this for any charting. I just use the desktop version here for actual placing trades. And we're going to buy. So you just click the buy side. There's a sell side and a buy side. So we'll do that. You can set your orders, whether it's a market, a limit, or a stop. The way I use this strategy, again, and this is just me, so find it however it works for you, but I'll do a market order, and then I'll do 2% of my account value. So we'll just take a look back. The strategy is already programmed to do that. The last buy would have been 6,226, so that's where my account value would, so I'll just plug that in this demo account. Okay, now we need the take profit and the stop loss. We'll just Alt Tab over again. So here's where it kind of gets tricky. You have to keep your candle hovered, or I'm sorry, your crosshair over the candle, and you have to look up here to get the information and then relay it to your broker. So the take profit is 1.98859. And we'll need to do our stop loss. Same thing, take a look. 1.92905. Okay, we're good to go. Submit the trade. Okay, and we're in the trade just that fast. One thing that you can do, unless you're trading, I would say sub 30 minutes, sub 15 minutes. We're on the 12 hour, and typically I trade on the 4 hour and the 12 hour. You don't have to be that fast. You could be on this screen, and instead of switching back and forth between your broker and TradingView, you could just jot these numbers down really quick. You could just say that you're going to do a market, and then write down your take profit will be 1.988. Your stop loss 1.929, however you want to do it, but you could just write those numbers down and then flip over to your broker and fill it all out in once instead of having to manipulate your crosshair. So that's it. We're in the trade, and hopefully price moves our way and comes up here and hits this. If you guys have any further questions, reach out to me. Get on my website or email me. It's just familymanTrading@gmail.com. I've been getting a lot of good feedback and some questions there, so if something pops up, let me know. I'm going to put up another video pretty soon here that talks about the differences between the alert script and the strategy script and how you actually manipulate those. Unfortunately, TradingView does not let you use a strategy script like the one we're showcasing here to send alerts to TradingView. You have to set them up using a different file, so it gets kind of tedious, but I'm going to cover that in the next video. So hope this helps you guys, and best of luck trading.